In this video, we will be making a dice roller app using Kotlin. So let me show you how our app will look. So it will look something like this. See, when I click, the dice will roll and it will change. Okay, so let's start. So this is the code of the backend, and this is the front end part. So let's make a new file now. So we will select empty activity and click on next. Okay, application. Okay, so our Android Studio has started. It takes some time to load. Okay, so let's get to the designing part first. I will provide you both the front end and back end codes on my GitHub repository. You can check the description link for that. So let's start. So first of all, click on this activity underscore main. Here you will get a device. So let's first of all, so by default there is a text view uh, on our device. So let's align this. In order to align elements on your device, you have to connect these zigzag lines with the end. Okay, so let's connect them. Okay, so it is aligned now. So when you will click on this text view, it will open some attributes for this text view. You can see on the right side here. So let's give this text view a ID. Let's say the ID is text. Now you can scroll down and change the text. So let's change our text to 6. Okay, 6 is fine. Let's give it some space. After that, you can also change the font size and font color. For that, just click on this search button and write font. So let's change the text color first. So I'll make the color to red. Now see here, text size. From this you can change the size of our text. So let's make it look some little bit bigger. Okay, I'll select 48 sp. See, you can see the changes. Now let's place our button here. So you can just drag and drop, click on this button, drag it and drop it. It takes some time. Okay, so you can see our button is there. Let's place it in the center. Okay, now you have to connect these zigzag lines with the ends, otherwise it will not be here. Okay, let's connect. Okay, so now let's change the color and text of this button. First of all, let's change the text to when RIP. Now let's change the text color to red. And let's increase the text size. Let's make it 34 sp. It's bigger. Let's make it a little bit smaller. Okay, so it's looking good now. We have changed the text size. Now let's work on the background color of our button. So for that, just click here and erase it. So you will see some attributes here. Drag, scroll down, and here you can see background. On this, click on this image, and now you can change the background color. So I'll change it to black. So you can see the background color is changed now. So now let's work on our image part. So we need to add the dice image here. Okay, so first of all, click on this RES. When you double click on it, you can see there is a drawable folder here. What you have to do is that copy your images and paste it on this inside this drawable folder. So I'll provide you all the images on the GitHub repository, and you can also download your own images from the internet. So let's do this. So I'll search here dice. So I'll copy all these 5 images. First of all, I'll move it here. Okay, let's copy. So I'll paste them here. Paste. Okay. So now you can see our images have been copied, 5.png, 4.png, 1.png, 6.png. So now what we will do is that we will place an image here. So let's do it. So we have to click on image view here. You can also watch this video on 1.5x or 2x as Android Studio runs a bit slow. Okay, now I have to select the image. So there 6 is written. Okay, so let's select this 4 image. Let's move it here and decrease its size. First of all, let's move our text view from here to here. Now let's shift this down. Okay, now we have to connect these zigzag lines. So let's connect this with the button and this with the top. And these two lines with the sides. So we have placed our image here. Now let's set the ID for this image view. Just click on this and here you can see the attributes. So let's change the ID to image. Let's give our text view also a ID. Text view. Okay, so it already has an ID text. Now what we will do is that we have to place two more text views, one here and one here, and one zombie image here. Okay, so let's do that. So I'll click on text here and drag this text view. Okay, so now work on this. Let's work on this text view. First of all, let's connect the let's connect this. So I'll connect this with this. The left hand side with the left corner, top with the top corner, and bottom with the top of our dice. Okay, so it's connected and it has been placed in the center. So now let's edit this. First of all, let's change the text color and text size. So let's change the text size to 34 sp, and let's change the text to when will you die. Okay, and let's change the text color to red. Okay, so now let's place another text view here for the days. Drag it and drop it. Okay, so now let's connect this dot here and this dot here. Now let's connect the upper and bottom dot. First of all, let's connect this bottom dot with our bottom corner and the upper dot with the upper corner. Okay, so let's bring this down. Now let's edit this. First of all, I'll change the text to days and text color to red, and text size to, let's say, 34 sp. Okay, uh, let's make it a little more bigger. Let's say 39 sp. Okay, so now it looks fine. Yeah. So now what we have to do is that we need a zombie image to place that zombie here. I'm just doing that part for designing. It is also not necessary, so you can skip that part. And I have not changed or defined the text IDs of these two, uh, this one and this one, because we do not need them in our backend part. Okay, so now let's copy our zombie and place it here. So here is our zombie. Control C and paste. See, we got our zombie here. So let's now click on common here and image view, drag it and select the zombie. Okay, so let's resize this zombie. And place it here. Okay, it's still bigger. Let's make it more small. So this looks fine. So now let's connect our dots. First dot, second dot, third dot, and our fourth dot. Okay, so now let's bring it a little bit down. Okay, so this looks fine. Okay, so we are done with the front end part. Only setting our background is left, that we will do later. So now let's move to the back end, the coding part. Okay, so click on this main activity, and here you will get the coding part. So first of all, we will define our variables. First of all, I will define my role button. Where role button, so it's of type button. Okay, see, this is running so slow, the Android Studio. So let's type it as it is. BUTTON is equal to find by view ID. So you can see find by view ID. I'll explain you later why we are using this. After that, you have to set the location of the ID. So our ID was in this repository, and so we will write r dot, this r is for this res, r dot id dot. So for role button, our id name was button, BUTTON. Okay, so similarly we will also define, let's copy this first. So now we will define the image view, and what was the third? Okay, image view and text view. So let's define them. So it's a bit slow, so I'll pause the video and write it. Okay, so I have defined both of them, text view and image view. Now let's give a click on listener to our button. So what we will do is we will write role button dot set on, see, set on click listener, press enter. So we have given a set on click listener to our button. So let's define the working now. First of all, let's define our variable c, where c is equal to it was of type int. Okay, so I have written variable c is of type int, and the value will be from 1 to 6 random, which means that it will select a random number from 1 to 6. So now we have to assign this value to the text view and convert it to string. So let's do that part. So I have written text view dot text is equal to c dot toString. So this is the toString method which converts this integer to a string. So now let's connect the images. First of all, before connecting our images, let's run only this much part. So our virtual device is getting started. So you can see this is my virtual device. So whenever I click on this button, when RIP, this number will change. Okay. So this much code is helping with the change of that number. This 1 to 6 is giving random numbers, and this toString is converting the text view to string and displaying it there. Okay, so now let's work on the dice roll, how to change the dice roll image. So let's write that code. Okay, so when c, so this when c function, it is similar to the switch case statement in Java or in C++. So when c is 1, then show image view dot set image resource. Okay, so now let's define this location. It is present in this res folder. So r, capital R, dot, after that this res folder, then this drawable folder, dot drawable, after that name of the image, dot 1. See, similarly we will define for 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. See, a image icon has appeared here. So let's define for 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So I'll copy this and paste. So it's done now. Let's try to run this. So now when I will click on these buttons, this image will also change. So let's click. See, for 3 days, this 3 is on top. 5, now 5 is on top. 2, 2 is on top. So now the only thing is the thing left is our background. So let me tell you how to set that background. Okay, so this was our backend part and this was our front end part. See, you can see I have a background image here. So let me tell you how to set this image. First of all, go to your front end part and it will look something like this. And now here on the right hand side, topmost right hand side, you will be able to see 3 options. First one, design, then split, then code. Just click on this split button, and here you can see this option would not be available. You have to add this option here. Let me make it a little bit bigger. Okay, So you have to add this option and draw a background. After that you can select any image of your type, which you have pasted in the drawable. So I selected this image, so this is available. So let me run this. So see, our dice roll app is ready. Let's click on this button. Okay. So thank you for watching. Do like and subscribe.